Hey guys, Dave with Fitness Technology Services here again today. So today is something I'm going to do that I should have done probably 2 years ago when I first started doing this. It's going to be about replacing the rail, kind of with the leg jumping off. I've actually sold a lot of these rails. I've sold a lot of the upgraded lip where it kind of holds it in place. I haven't done a video on how to install it yet because it's basically 2 screws, but somebody asked me to do that, so I'm going to do that and maybe explain a little more about the different type of rails that Soul has and kind of keep your interest for another second or two, all right? So it's really easy to do. It's just a Phillips head screwdriver. And we're just going to go back here. Killing me, I want to use my drill, but all right, one screw right there. Well, you guys got the idea on that. And then we're going to go up there. You pick what kind of Phillips you want to use on that. All right, so we're just going to pick this up. Now this can also be done, sometimes these rails crack. So sometimes you have to replace the rail. So if you don't have any problem with your machine, if it's not jumping off track, and you just want the straight rail, well, we carry that also. A lot of reasons why it cracks is really, if you look underneath of it, can you see that? If you look underneath of it pretty good, I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, but it's not one solid piece. It's actually 3 little pieces, and I think a lot of times the distance on this could just actually create a little pocket and have it crack through that, all right? So that's the one thing you want to check is the bottom tape as straight as you can possibly get it. You could, in theory, if your leg's jumping off, maybe add more foam tape and kind of curve it to the side a little bit. But normally what we do is we replace it with a upgraded lip. All right, and this is not perfectly taped either. So most of them don't come perfectly taped, all right? So we're just gonna lift this up, put this down here like this. Of course I'm old, I gotta get my glasses on for a second. All right, we're gonna line that up. Yeah, pick your type of Phillips head. No, that's my knee in the way. I don't even know if you need to see that. I don't like to put it all the way down because then it lifts up. So I'm just going to do that side a little bit. And fumble around for a second. And even with fumbling, a drill is just much quicker. All right, that side back. Now I'm going to go back here. And that's all there really is in theory. If you have one of your screws that won't remove, go ahead and remove your other screw that will remove, and then kind of twist your rail back and forth. All you need to do is break the seal on that. I've had a few of them where I've had to grab with vice grips and pull it off, but in general, unless it's all rusty from sweat, this is not really too hard to do. All right? The only problem you have when you use a 2-rail system is that the cover will rub on the rail right here. So you have to remove the cover just so it doesn't make any irritating noises as it goes up and down. All right, so you can convert this over to a 2-rail system. Rails cost 22 bucks, so it'd be a $80 thing for all of them, but if your leg's jumping off all the time, it's probably well worth it, all right? This is held in by by a toggle bolt and a butterfly type, so this is gonna be, you'll see it on your machine. Most of them that have this issue just have a single rail, and when you have the single rail you can leave your cover on, you won't really have a problem. But I've had a couple of people tell me that once they replace the rail, the leg's still jumping off, so there's got to be something happening pretty serious if your leg's jumping off of here. So the next thing, turn the camera up there for a second. Can you see that bushing? All right. So the next thing I want you to do is once you've replaced this and it's still jumping off, this is usually the next point of contact on this, or the next possibility, is either inside of here is worn out and you'll have to replace this. You have to open this up and see, and I have all this on other videos, you'll have to see if this is worn out inside of here. But another thing to look for that most people don't think of, if this is over tightened, as it goes around, it's kind of stiff and makes the leg lift just a little bit, see? And a little bit of lift, then that can make it easily jump off. So you don't want to make this completely loose up front here, but where this connection is, and I get a lot of questions on what the next step is. The next question is this over tightened, or if you have to, loosen a little bit, just so that it has a little bit of flex as it rotates and spins. Up here, see how it's a little loose? You probably can't see that on camera, but anyway, mine's a little loose so it won't jump off the track like that. All right. The other thing I wanted to go over with is I'm not really funny about what kind of lubricant you use, but really for this particular rail setup, the fancy Soul Lube is actually the best, because I know it doesn't make any noises. What the lube is for, it's not to lube the rest of your machine. The lube is for just to make these quiet. When this starts sounding like squeaky tennis shoes at the shopping mall when you have brand new tennis shoes, that means this has either got salt water on it from your body, just sweat, or it's just gotten really, just the opposite, really dry, and you're just having some friction noises, and this gets rid of this. If you use a different kind of lube and it still makes noises, it's just a chrome polished rail, so just wipe it off and put another kind on there. But I know this doesn't make any noises. Alright, so I think that's really about it on changing this rail. It's pretty easy to do. These are, again, the 3 type systems that Soul has. I will need your serial number, because these are different lengths. Some are 21 inches hole to hole, some are 24.5 inches hole to hole. That has a lot to do with the pedal stride of the actual elliptical itself. I do have a video on how to find your serial number for this, so you can look that up. I also have a lot of videos on how to maintenance the elliptical in general, all your Soul E25s, E55, E95, things along those lines. And that's all I can think of to talk about in this particular video. Alright, so I want to thank everybody. I really appreciate everybody who's subscribed to my channel. I'll get some more videos out. I'm going to be picking on Horizon fairly shortly. Not picking on, but you know, doing videos for Horizon machines. But that's all I have for the E25, E35, replacing the rail. All right, thanks a lot.